Hey there, I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to this video series on how to have amazing functional fitness using three simple pieces of equipment. And today we're going to be talking about the second piece of equipment after the humble band is the kettlebell. Now, there's so many kettlebell movements that you can do that obviously in this series, I'm not going to go through all the kettlebell exercises. It's more that I want to share with you the reason why the kettlebell is on my top three pieces of equipment, why I really consider it essential for functional fitness and really such a cost-effective tool. Rather than having a range of other pieces of equipment, you could really start with just one kettlebell to work toward amazing functional fitness. And the reason for that is because it's really just such a good all-around strength and conditioning tool. So you can do something like just your humble two-hand swing, you know, and you do enough reps of those, you're going to get an amazing conditioning workout without loading and taxing your knees or your joints, putting pressure and strain on your ligaments. And that's really important because things like running, now, of course, if you've done running clinics and you know how to run well, most people end up with joint pain from it and some kind of instability throughout the body. The kettlebell, because every action is performed, I guess, like if you do it in a correct way, it's very non-taxing on the joints and ligaments of the body. It's very effective in the way of that. Also, for example, if you're performing a strength movement, you can do things so slow and precise that are helping to engage core stability and amazing balance through stabilizers. As you can see, balancing that kettlebell while coming down into this bent position takes a lot of control. So there's a lot of control through every movement with kettlebells when done correctly. Having said that, so coming back to the correctness of it, it's very important that you get proper kettlebell instruction from someone who really understands 3 points of support through the body being anatomically in the right biomechanical position, because you can end up, like most other things, with pain, with injury from doing things incorrectly, and that includes doing things with kettlebells. The analogy I like to use for doing things correctly in functional fitness is that with a door, if that door hinge is slightly out just by a millimeter or so, that might not affect things in the first 2 or 3 times that you open the door, but done over a few hundred times, over a few thousand times, that door is going to start wearing down and that hinge is eventually going to break. And that's the same with the body. A lot of times people say, oh, I did something, I tweaked something in my last training session and now I'm injured. Now my shoulder's out or whatever, but it's not the last rep that they did. It's the accumulation of incorrect reps, doing things where the joint isn't sitting nicely in the capsule, it's sitting slightly out, and that rotation over time wears things out in that joint rather than having things run smoothly. And this analogy that I'm giving now is really important for everything we do in fitness, and especially when it comes to moving our body in a quicker way. So doing kettlebell swings where it's a dynamic movement. So that's all I'm going to leave it for the kettlebell, because like I said, there are so many movements, and I just want to leave you with that. If you want to get into kettlebell movements, send me a private message and I'll be happy to run you through some tuition on how to do kettlebells safely, because undeniably they are one of the best pieces of training equipment that you can ever have and ever master. I hope you're having an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video.